The pandemic disrupted supply lines, and that caused inflation. It caused food prices to go up. And then, of course, the Russians invaded Ukraine and started that war, and that really disrupted supply lines and made the cost of producing fertilizer much more expensive because a lot of the inputs were coming from Russia and they were disrupted also coming from Ukraine. And so that led to inflation, and we've experienced food price inflation dramatically in Canada and the United States in the last few years as a result of those two things. We would have been fine after the pandemic, but for the Russian invasion of Ukraine with respect to food prices, things would have stabled off and we wouldn't have had this level of inflation that we've got, which is really phenomenally bad. But now we've got Donald Trump, who said he was going to be the president of peace. He was going to be the one who didn't go and invade some miscellaneous, whichever one it is, Middle Eastern country. Of course, this time it's Iran. But he claimed he was the president of peace before he was elected in 2016, and he never got the Americans out of Afghanistan. 20 years they were there in the end before they lost, right? They lost in Afghanistan. They were there for 20 years. Trump said he was going to get them out of Afghanistan. He never did in his 4-year term. And it had to be Joe Biden to do it. So Joe Biden was the one who had some courage, and Donald Trump was the coward who chickens out. So in any event, Trump promised that he was going to be the president of peace, and he was also going to get prices under control. And so now, of course, we're seeing gas prices going through the roof because of this illegal war, the war crimes that he's committing, attacking Iran. And some of the essential components of fertilizer come from the region that of Iran and through the Strait of Hormuz. So components that are needed to make fertilizer are supposed to be loaded in ships and supposed to be being shipped to around the world, North America, to where it's needed, right where we grow food. And this is a sort of supply and demand, like supply when needed type thing. So you've got some in store warehouses, you've got the products that you need to make fertilizer, and you're manufacturing fertilizer, and you're waiting for it to come in time for planting season to be able to produce it and deliver it, produce it, deliver it, produce it, deliver it. What happens when you can't get it? Well, some places will not be able to afford to buy it, but the price will go up. As I was about to say a moment ago, supply and demand, you can reduce demand by increasing price. That's the invisible hand of the marketplace and continues to work. Adam Smith's analogy has some solid application here. We are going to see that the components that are necessary to be able to make fertilizer that come from this area that have to travel through the Strait of Hormuz, which has been shut down by Iran and will continue to be shut down by Iran for a long time because they got nothing to lose at this point except blowing off their Shahed drones, of which they can produce something like 500 a day. They will shut it down. And so we will not see those components coming for fertilizer. We are going to see the cost of fertilizer go up, up, up. And because of Trump and the MAGA and this disregard for international law, disregard for law, and bizarre mindset that they've got, you're going to see inflation, food inflation, significant inflation in the cost of food. It won't just be in the U.S. and Canada. It'll be in many places around the world, and they're going to experience the cost of food going up. So Americans, your war that's costing you billions of dollars, along with the billions of dollars that you have to pay back now in tariffs. And as I said, they just have to be paid back. One court decision was all that's necessary to order that everybody gets the tariffs back. Tariffs are going to have to be paid back, and of course the cost of food is going to go way up now. Cost of gas, fuel for your pickup truck is going to go way up, and this is all because people voted for Trump, voted for the president of war, claimed to be the president of peace, but never managed to get out of Afghanistan because he was too much of a chicken.